Hey everybody, welcome here to Musicians Edition. I'm Evan here on the piano, and in this video I wanted to talk about piano-related injuries and how to avoid them. So I was especially inspired to make this video because I have experienced piano-related hand injuries. I've been playing for a long time, and I've made mistakes by playing too frequently sometimes, or having too much tension while I play and having that build up, and that really can lead to injuries. So the biggest thing is you do have to take time off from the piano, which really stinks as someone who is a dedicated piano player. It always stinks to have to hear that you just have to take a rest sometimes, but we're going to mainly look at prevention here so we don't have to get to that point. The big injuries we are looking to avoid would be things like tendonitis, arthritis, carpal tunnel injuries, and dystonia, or really just any pain and inflammation in the hands that can eventually lead to those things. Once we do see those initial symptoms of them, that's your sign to take a break. But again, we're going to look at prevention so we can get away from those things. So for me, what I have had before in the past is tendonitis, which caused a lot of flaring, a lot of inflammation in the forearms, and then leading to the wrist and the palms of the hands. And that for me was overuse of playing too much at once, not taking enough breaks, and I was really just obsessed with trying to get through a certain piece and play something the right way, and I just kept going over and over for probably hours on a day for a really difficult song, and that really built up on me. I practiced through a little bit of pain, and that is what really did me in, and it took me weeks to be back to normal, and that was having several days in there where my hands were just constantly hurting even to do everyday tasks. So even then I had to take time off of work because I work on a computer, and so all a bunch of really bad stuff we want to try to avoid first of all, because it can really affect your life in and outside of piano if you do that overuse, playing too much, playing with bad form. Those things really do build up. So again, prevention, we're going to look at before you even start to play and then while you are playing. And then we'll also look at caring for injuries at the end here as well too. Before playing, you want to make sure you have a bench or a chair that is at the right height so that your forearms can be straight and parallel with the floor. So you want your forearms to be exactly straight and matching the floor, and you just have your hand kind of dangling right below that, so your fingers can touch the keys appropriately. You do not want to be reaching up or reaching down because those can really cause wrist or forearm injuries to be even more frequent. Again, before playing, we want to stretch our hands. So I like to start by doing a roll around with my wrists, shake it out a little bit, and then gently and gradually pushing and pulling the hand. To get that wrist and forearm stretch, you want to just hold it there gently. And each time you do it, try to get a little bit more without pushing too much. Same with your other hand. And then roll them out again. Shake it out, and do that kind of as many times as I feel like my hands need before I start playing. And you can really feel a good stretch right here. Really feel a good stretch right here. And those are problem areas and the muscles we do need to wake up before playing. Lastly with that is just making sure with, again, the height of your chair or bench, you do have good posture and you monitor that while you are playing as well too, to avoid hunching, to avoid raised shoulders if you're at, again, another improper height. You want to also just look out for any ways that you might be building up tension while you're playing, and we'll talk about that a bit more later as well too. Even what you wear can affect your playing and affect your ability to get injuries. Keeping long sleeves if it is cold inside, or just keeping a warmer environment in general can help your hands be more ready to play and easily warmed up. The colder they are, you are at a higher risk of injury that way. All right, while you are playing, so after stretching and stuff, you do, of course, want to work your way up to difficult pieces. So it's usually starting off playing your scales before you work up to the bigger things, or little exercises or easier parts of whatever songs you're going to play before you jump up to like the full octaves of stretching your hand and doing a bunch with it. Obviously, you don't want to just step up to the piano and start to play anything that's going to really extend your hand too much if it's the first time you're playing for the day. So warming up with what stinks to say your scales or just easier songs before you jump into the bigger ones. While you are playing, you do not want to do big slams. You do not want to be smacking your fingers or like waving your hand up and down too much. Your fingers should rest generally right on the keys the entire time you're playing, and you just, of course, can change the effort or volume you're playing with, but you don't want to be raising up and smashing down with any of your fingers generally. You keep your fingers resting on the keys, and that's usually the best method. Unless you're just sliding, then you go just a little bit above the keys to make those slides easier. But when transitioning or after hitting chords with multiple fingers, remember to release and relax those fingers as you move to the next one. If I keep them locked in place and just kind of lift up my hand, that's not what I want to do. I want to make sure I release and relax as I slide to the next position. If I do repeat the same thing over and over by playing the same song over and over, which is partially my mistake when I got injured, I want to make sure I'm not just repeating the same. Sometimes I get locked into 4 bars of a song that I really want to get down, and I'm doing the same movement over and over with my hand. I can feel that strain building up, so it's mentally a good time for me to move on to something else if I'm stuck in the same part, but also physically for my hands to not just repeating the same song over and over and over and doing the same movement over, because you're just exacerbating a specific injury in your hand by doing that. So always a huge thing is just making sure you're aware of any tension in your body, any building up strain that you can feel. But overall, you want to practice even just simple things of really focusing on your breath and relaxed and smooth playing with whatever songs you're playing as well too. It can be stressful to have to do the same thing over and over and not be getting it, or be stuck trying to get this thing down on the sheet, and you build up that frustration while you play. But breathe, relax, and even playing is really the best way to always play, and the best way to avoid injuries as well too. And just a couple final things. You do want to avoid overplaying too much in a day. You do want to avoid any big jumps where you're not playing much and then you come up and play a couple hours in one day. You want to make sure you do have that consistent routine. If you're looking to dig into a certain song, make sure you are taking breaks while you're playing as well too. It's usually not more than 30 minutes at a time. You want to at least take a few minute break in between, and really not doing more than like an hour without taking a nice bigger break. If you feel that pain building up, just stop. Just stop and get away from it. It's always better, again, mentally and physically, to take a break when you do reach that breaking point. And you're just going to make that injury so much worse if you do not take a break then. So if you are here because your hands are already unfortunately injured, it is the worst, but there's no way around just resting them. Especially if you do have inflammation, you can use the RICE method that, if you're an athlete, you should be familiar with. Rest, ice, compress, and elevate. You apply it to your hands. You can wear a wrap or a brace to help with that compression part of your hand. Take it off to ice for 15 minutes at a time. Gently massaging or stretching of the hands as well. That's also good practice while you are resting them. Minimize any other strenuous tasks, because when you do get that hand injury, it seems stupid to say, but it makes you realize how much you use your hands and how many different kinds of strenuous tasks of stretching, of pulling, of twisting, even those little things can start to hurt when you do get hand injuries. So for me, it's handing things off to my partner to be able to help me out with some of those things, to take over cooking, some cleaning, even taking time off work if you need it for those hands. But again, always remember prevention, proper looking after your hands. Those things are really the best way to avoid these things, because once you get it, it's just so bad and so annoying to have to deal with. When you're looking to get back into playing after having that injury, you can check your ability if you can do your regular day-to-day tasks without pain, and you start to notice that inflammation subsiding in your forearms. You can return slowly by checking in, light playing for 5 to 10 minutes. Do you feel pain? If not, keep going. But again, once you start to feel that tension, that inflammation, that pain building up, it's time to just stop and say we're not ready. We can't push these things. Me, I had to just take a complete break away for a couple weeks to feel confident that it's not going to immediately come back, because I did try jumping back too early and noticed that pain and inflammation return because I did do so. So trust me, you get one bad injury and you will learn from this. You will learn that this is not the right way to play an instrument, because it affects you again in and outside of the piano. So do heed my warning, avoid those injuries, take proper care, and have fun playing and stay relaxed while we are playing. Nice and easy. Parallel forearms. We come in, we stretch, we relax, we keep our hands warm and loose, and we do not overplay. That is the biggest way to avoid piano or any other musical instrument related injuries. I teach guitar here as well too. It's the same basic principles for any instrument. Proper form, proper care, don't overplay, take breaks, avoid the tension, and you'll be good to go. Have fun playing, and we'll see you next time at Musicians Edition.